Hi everyone, welcome to our People of Color Healing Space. This is our last week, this is week 3 and it'll be our last training day, so we're really excited that you can make it. This week we're going to be talking about creating your own healing space and how to do that and why it's so important. So let's get started. Cool. So my name is Maggie. I'm a facilitator, pronouns she, her, and I live in California.
My name is Amy. I also use she, her pronouns. I'm also a facilitator and I live in Kentucky.
Introduction. Cool, let's move on to introductions, popcorn style. So can everyone turn off mute for this and give your name, pronoun, location, one thing you're looking for in this training, and if you were stuck on an island, what 3 things would you bring with you? Sienna, do you want to go first?
Yeah, my name's Sienna. I use she, her pronouns. Sorry, I can't turn on my camera because my internet connection is already kind of bad, but I'm in California and I'm looking for, I guess, what you guys said the training was for, taking stuff away so that since this is the last training, I still take what I learned. And if I was stuck on an island, I would take, I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing, so I would take my Nintendo Switch with Animal Crossing on it. I would take a bunch of chocolate, and I would take my cat.
Awesome. Nice to have you here, Sienna. Okay. Cool.
All right, so with intros done, we just want to establish a couple of low pressure norms for the space in order to have just a good foundation for all of us to focus on. So first, our first norm is to be here. We know that during this time, although a lot of us might have a lot of virtual meetings and other conference calls, it's still a virtual space. It's hard to stay focused. So we want you to do whatever you need to do right now. Maybe that's silencing your phone, getting a drink, anything else that you need to do in order to really be here and focus on this training. And then second, we ask that you take care of yourselves and others. If at any time during this training you need to get up and use the bathroom and leave for a second, you're free to do that, so don't feel like you have to stay here the entire time. And lastly, to let go. You're not always going to get all the answers you want or have the time to finish the conversations we begin. Just let go of all the other burdens that's keeping you from focusing on this training and from doing what we're doing. And with that, we're asking everyone to commit to and respect these norms to ensure we're creating a space of safe and protective learning for everyone.
Cool. So before we get started, here's basically a table of contents about what has happened and what we have taught in the past trainings ever since day 1. This week, like I said, we will be focusing on creating your own healing space and why it's important to do so.
All right, let's get started. As always, the first activity that we will start with is breathing.
Breathing exercises are meant to keep you relaxed as well as clear your mind. This decreases fatigue, helps you de-stress, reduces anxiety, and overall just leaves a positive impact on your mental health and stress. So, what we're going to be doing is breathing in quietly through our nose for 5 seconds, hold the breath for 7, and exhale through the mouth forcefully. We will repeat this exercise 4 times. So, breathe in through your nose, hold, and breathe through your mouth, or exhale out through your mouth, like forcefully. Okay. You guys can all go off mute for this, and for our viewers, you can follow along as well. Okay, let's get started. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out. Second time. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Breathe out. Third time. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, exhale. Last time. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and exhale. Awesome. Other ways to utilize breathing techniques would be for muscle relaxation, prayer, or even mindful meditation. The next thing we will be doing is stretching.
All right, so here are the stretches that we will be doing. These stretching techniques are some ways that people can de-stress along with breathing exercises. So to follow along, first we're gonna do 3 big smiles. 1, 2, 3. All right, that just loosens up our jaw or facial muscles a little bit. And next, we're going to look in different directions. So first, up, down, left, right. All right. Next, we're going to raise and tighten our shoulders and then release the tension. So raise, tighten, and release. Next, we're going to stretch our arms to either side. So first, one side. And it's good to point your thumb down whenever you're stretching like this. And then the other side. Okay, and then next we're gonna reach up to the sky. And then return to a comfortable position. Throughout the rest of this training, be aware of any tension that's in your body.
Nice. So, let's move on with the focus of today's training. Because this is our last training, we wanted to teach you guys 5 steps that you can take on your own to create your own healing space. Healing spaces are important because they help you de-stress and focus on yourself as well as your mental health. Number 1, define the space. Spend some time looking or finding out what you find comfortable in. This can be sitting in a certain room or looking at a specific view. Anything is fine. Eventually, you can add on to your sentimental area by adding a comfortable chair or adding a plant, candle, tea, etc. So as for me personally, I know that my personal space is my bedroom, right over there, because I have items that calm me down whenever I feel upset or I need a place for myself, and that I just enjoy spending or just napping overall because it helps me de-stress.
And I agree with that. I also like my own room whenever I'm finding a quiet place to de-stress. But outside of that, I also think like study spaces help me heal sometimes. So libraries and local coffee shops, those are really great places for me to go.
Does anyone else want to share where they feel comfortable in? That's okay. So.
Wait, sorry. I think cut out. I just got the hearing back. So it's my, can I share now?
Mm-hmm.
Mine, like, it's probably like kind of weird, but at my school library, they have these like really big chairs, and I spend all of my time sitting in it. Which kind of sucks now that we're not at school, and I don't know when I will be next, but that's definitely something I really miss. Just curling up in the chair, whether it's to do homework or just to take a nap during my free period or to eat lunch with my friends.
I completely agree with you.
Me too. Cool. Amy, do you want to give our second idea?
Yeah, so our second idea is to declutter. Remove objects in your healing space that make you feel unhappy. Throw away unwanted or unnecessary objects and clean up the piles of trash that I'm sure you have somewhere in your house. Replace items that give off negative energy with things that invoke peace, calm, and positivity. So for me, I want to give everybody watching this just a little action step that you can take right after this call. or find a big trash bag somewhere and just go around your house, go around your room, and just fill it up with all kind of trash. All kinds of trash that you don't need anymore or don't want, or just that's just taking up space that isn't necessary. And then you can either recycle things or donate it to a charity or give it to a local Goodwill. A lot of different things you can do with it.
Cool. The third thing is to invite nature in. Add landscapes or seascapes to using paintings or photographs to help invite nature into your life. You can also literally invite nature by incorporating houseplants, flowers, essential oils, etc. We want to invite nature in because humans tend to respond to elements in nature in a positive way. So for me, or actually, does anyone want to share how they might be inviting nature in?
I guess for me, this is the stuff I can probably work on. Um, I really like little succulents. I have one of those. It makes me happy. But it's in the kitchen right now because that's where the best sunlight is. But that's something I know, like, when I go to college, I want some of those in my dorm room because it just freshens it up and they're really cute and makes me happy.
I agree. Succulents are a great thing. And also for me, I really like having aloe vera plants. They're very pretty and they're very resourceful if you're ever injured. I like plants that have multiple resources. Okay, and the next step that you can take is to listen to soothing sounds. Sound is an important element in healing space, so have an available playlist of soothing or calming music ready whenever you might need it. Choose sounds or songs that resonate with you, whether it's sounds of nature or instrumental music. So for me, I always have a good playlist on Spotify handy if I ever need it. It's filled with songs that I really like that calm me down, and songs that make me think of happy thoughts. And if you don't already have that, I would definitely recommend having or creating one or finding one on Spotify. There are a lot of public playlists that you can find online. Having that available at any time is very good for your health.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Whenever I feel upset, I also, besides going to my bed, I also like to enjoy listening to music because it really calms me down. Yeah, I also have a playlist, and it's just very essential for me.
This is something like opposed to what I said last time about the nature stuff. I'm like always listening to music, so I definitely agree that that's something big to make you feel comfortable and express your feelings.
Cool. So last but not least, lighting. Lighting can drastically change your mood and your healing space, so exposing yourself to sunlight can uplift your mood. If not already, try to add natural light or lighting that is similar to daylight. So an advice I would have for this is to try and go outside at least once every 36 hours. I know that might not be possible for some of you guys, but just try to have daylight in your life because it can really change your mood and just be there as a positive impact. So for me, I just said this earlier, but going outside and playing tennis is something that I really find that helps me de-stress. Although it is a sport and your heartbeat does get faster and you do get kind of stressed, in the end, it makes you calm since endorphins are being released, but that's chemistry. So basically, I just really enjoy going out and playing sports. Amy, anything else to add?
Yeah, I'll just add on to your sunlight point. Going outside and getting some sunlight and having that like physically touch your skin. That's also good in terms of health wise because it's vitamin D that's coming in. So going outside, not being in a house through a window or anything, but like in that direct sunlight for a little while. That's very healthy for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you can't create a space in your home that is set as your healing space, another great way would be going to your local library, coffee shop, church, or anywhere that feels safe and comfortable to you. Know that your healing space can be located anywhere as long as it feels right to you. This can be in a coffee shop, like Sienna's school, where her library is. For me, at my tennis place, tennis courts. So honestly, it can be anywhere for you as long as it feels right. Cool.
All right, so moving on, the next activity we will do is a little journaling session. This is where we will ask you guys to take out a piece of paper and a pencil if you can. So in the following slides, you'll see a couple of prompts that will ask you to journal for just a couple of minutes. And our first prompt is, when do I feel safe? Do you have a space where you feel safe? For example, playing video games or group chats?
How are we holding ourselves accountable for our own mental and physical health?
In what ways am I or can I be lifting POC and Black voices?
In what ways have current events affected my life and mental health? Reflect on how these moments affected how I think and how have you felt growth. So for our viewers watching, feel free just to pause anywhere in these questions because we will be moving on shortly. Cool. Amy, do you want to end us?
Right, okay, so to end, we are going to ask you guys to think of ways that you can create your own healing space and how to help others set up their own healing space as well, or realize the importance of having one.
Resources. Here are some other resources to utilize. Over here is a podcast right over here. Over here is a mental health guide that is actually written by one of our facilitators, Amy. So these are really great guides for healing spaces. We also have learning circles. These are just basically WhatsApp groups that we all connect in and we can all share past experiences and help lift each other up. So I will send one in the chat right now. Just go ahead and click on it and you can join. Anyways, thank you guys for coming. We hope you learned something new. Bye.